Good morning, my people. You're welcome to today's political discussion. Now, there are two very important things that will happen by the end of this year. I repeat, two very critical things that will happen by the end of this year. Number one, implementation of state police. Implementation of state police. And number two, the person that is replacing Mahmoud Yakubu. It is critical because the president very soon, few days from now, will be presenting potential candidates that will replace Mahmoud Yakubu, and that one is critical. The person that heads Inec determines the kind of election that we are going to have 2027. Like I said, we need reforms in almost all agencies of government. But as concerning 2027 election, Inec is critical and important. The role Inec plays determines whether there will be free and fair or credible election. So the person appointed by the president, you see, the PDP, the opposition, the coalition, they have told the president, they have warned the president, there are certain candidates that should not be appointed. If not, there will be fight. There are certain candidates, elements, officials that should not be appointed by the president. So on the 9th of October 2025, the president will be revealing these potential candidates to the Council of State. And also the same Council of State will be deliberating on the state policing. It is very sure that state police will be implemented by the end of this year. And that's what will take care of insecurity. You know, northern Nigeria, most of these terrorism sympathizers may not like the issue of state police. We know that state police has its advantage and disadvantage, but yet the advantage outweighs the disadvantage as we speak now because of insecurity. So the president will be having a Council of State meeting, and look at the caliber of people that will be attending. Let's look at them. The president is the chairman. The vice president will be attending. All former presidents of the federation and all former heads of the government will be attending. All former chief justices of Nigeria will be attending. All. President of the Senate will be attending. Speaker of the House of Representatives will be attending. All the governors of the states of the federation will be attending. All your governors will be attending that critical meeting. Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the federation will be attending. That tells you a lot about that state police. It is a done deal. It is a done deal. So those that are benefiting from insecurity, when states, when they approve this state policing and everybody starts implementing it, let's see how far the Fulani can go in entering people's ancestral home and chasing them away. Let's see if the government approves of this and it is implemented by the end of this year. I know that the Fulani, they are angry. I told you that the emergence of Tinubu is a great disservice to the Fulani political hegemony. The Fulani cabals, Tinubu becoming president is their greatest undoing. And this thing, you see, one other thing, let's move on. Let's talk about what is going on in Nigeria today between Dangote and Pengassan. Dangote and Pengassan. As we speak, the fight between Dangote and Pengassan. Pengassan is an oil labor agency now. And that be labor for oil. Nigerians are buying gas as high as 3,400 naira per kg. I repeat. I spoke with somebody yesterday who told me that she bought gas 3,400 per kg. Also, some other persons told me yesterday that he bought gas, as in day before his deal, he bought gas on Saturday or Sunday for 2,000 naira per kg. It's because of the clash between Dangote and Pengassan. Nigerians are the ones paying the price. You see, the issue of cabal in Nigeria is one of the reasons why Nigeria can never get better. Cabal. There are three most powerful cabals in Nigeria. Three most powerful cabals. We have other cabals, but these ones are the most powerful. We have number one, the oil cabals. Pengassan is a cabal of its own. You see, when Tinubu removed subsidy, many of these guys were frustrated. I tell you, many of these guys, the food where they collect, the corruption and magmago that they do front and back, they collect them for their hand. They no see food chop again. Now, this is a Dangote refinery, a private. Why would our refineries not work? It's because of the oil cabals. These guys are powerful, so powerful, to the extent that now presidents, anybody that becomes president would want to become Minister of Petroleum. You see Buhari, he make himself Minister of Petroleum because of these cabals. You see Tinubu is the Minister of Petroleum because of these same cabals. So amongst the three strongest cabals in Nigeria, one of them, they are the oil cabals. And that is why we are, normally, Nigeria has gas. Nigeria has gas. In fact, there is a gas plant, I think in South Nigeria, I think in Boni, a gas plant that is meant for exports. But we don't even have the infrastructure to even serve us. We have a gas plant that is just meant for exporting. We don't have that gas plant to serve ourselves. It is because of these cabals. The reasons why you see Tinubu doing anyhow is because he has been able to defeat the political cabal. That is another cabal in Nigeria, political cabal. He's free from their hand. He has been able to decimate them. That is why you see Tinubu can brag, can do anything he wants to do. Nobody is like free. Nobody is stopping him because he never emerged. The cabal that is supposed to control him don't die. The Buhari self, you see say Tinubu strong person. Number 3, we have the oil cabal, we have the political cabal, we have the banking sector cabal. The banking sector, the cabal we did here. In fact, if these people come together, mean you, all the money going in circulation, all your companies, all the industries in Nigeria, they are connected to the bank now. Most of them are owing bank. But the person that controls the monetary system, both borrowing, saving, and lending, now that person control country. The person that control the exchange system, exchange. You know all this bureau de change, now part of the cabal. So 3 top cabals in Nigeria. We have the oil cabals, we have the banking sector cabals, we have the political cabals. Now, the reasons why me and you, we are buying gas on the high side is because of some cabals, the greediness, some of cabals, they decide to suffer us. Usually, from depot price, we had Dangote selling 907, something around a bit over 900. But because of the fight between Dangote and Pengassan, today as we speak, Dangote don't reduce kg per kg 805 naira, something around 805, above a slightly above 800 naira per kg. Somebody was asking question. Okay, if Dangote was selling 900 and something per kg, how come we are buying 1,200 naira before this increase? Pengassan is telling Dangote, we want your workers to be part of the labor force. Dangote say no, una wahala too much. I don't want una stress. I don't want stories that touch. If my workers are part of your organization, some of you that you might want to control my company using those people that are affiliated, that are part of your organization. You're going to use them, they cause wahala for me. They put me under pressure. So I don't want. Because of that, Penkers are saying, I know, Dangote is not greater than this. Dangote is not this and this. Now, fight start. Fight starts now. Then shut down some gas plants. Gas no day. Gas no day for me and you. The small way day and the one way they do black market. It go high now, a normal thing. When there is scarcity of a particular product, the higher the price. The higher the price, the lower the quantity. The lower the price, the higher the quantity. You get them? If something is on the high side, it is very few people that will be able to buy it. Because the quantity is small. Imagine you want to share 10 oranges among 30 people. 10 oranges. It's going to be like expensive commodity. So that's what's happening today. So the oil cabals, the banking cabals, and political cabals, one of the reasons why I'm saying personally that Nigeria can never. You see, the vice president say we are supporting Dangote. Tinubu has intervened as Minister of Petroleum, trying to Pengassan go win. Pengassan, like I told you, some oil cabals are more powerful than the president. You see this Pengassan. Some people were saying that Pengassan, when Dangote go deal with them, Dangote go frustrate them. Pengassan go win. Pengassan. You know, say not naturally, Nigerians are even greedy. Nigerians are greedy normally. So Pengassan consists of Nigerians that have privilege. Oil workers that have privilege, and they are backed by the constitution. So you cannot say that there will be no labor. Labor good day. But the only thing here is that Nigerians are the ones that will suffer. Now let's move on to the Inec chairman. Now the person that will take over from Mamodu Yakubu will determine how 2015 elections will be like. The person that will take over from Mamodu Yakubu will determine how the 2015 general elections will be like. Look at this scenario. Activists all over the world, international activists, local activists, international observers have said that 2027 election will be one of the worst elections in the history of Nigeria. The opposition has said, if you give us that professor, there's a particular justice. I will not mention his name now. I mentioned his name before. Let me not leak the secret out. Let the president bring and do by himself. When he brings the potential candidates on Thursday and their names are being mentioned, me personally, I go look at their names and I will like say, now this one, yes, now this one likely. Let's not have that broad guess now. This one is likely. And the APC will appoint somebody that will favor them. That one is normal thing. I've been having issues with the opposition for a very long time. You go dead there, and I no go do any, no activity. You see, forget that. I used to say, forget about the police, forget about any other person. The main problem we have in Nigeria today is the Inec. If you cannot deal with Inec, you have not started anything. If you people cannot reform Inec, you think Tinubu will sit down there and be looking at on our face? You can't appoint somebody who will work against them. No, even the PDP will not do the same thing. This same ADC will not do the same thing. Now Nigerians, all of us be. So the person that will replace Mamodu Yakubu will cause problem. I know. Because some politicians, they might be saying, 2027 is do or die. Do or die. I tell you, they can spend almost everything they have to make sure that. Some people believe that like they can remove Tinubu. Some Northerners believe, like, we believe, yes, we have the numbers till today. But the reality that sets in is that if you don't reform INEC, if they appoint anybody they like, there's nothing for you. There's nothing. Look at the past elections. Under Tinubu, how many elections have been conducted? How many have been won by the opposition? How many have been free and fair? People are even afraid. After the first election, second election, governors are now afraid. After the thing that happened to Fubara, governors are now afraid. People are afraid to even, like, they know, let us give up. It's going to be lawless now. Nigeria is a law. People have given up on Nigeria, whether there is rule of law or anything. They just believe that things. Look at the Minister of Innovation, Science and Naji. Look at the certificate forgery in a government. A government like Nigeria cannot determine whether a certificate is forged or not, and does not see any issue with certificate forgery. They don't even see any issue. They don't see any issue. That means the way corruption has eaten into our system in Nigeria, and we get as a bill. Is it the same government that will now choose a credible person as Inec chairman? I'm addressing the opposition. Is it the same government that you are looking that will choose somebody for you? Now we sit down and they look as Inec chairman. What I expect the opposition to do, they are not doing it. If Tinubu choose that Inec chairman that you're going to choose, no show. There's nothing you want to do. There's nothing you want to do. It is OT law. You might be doing acrobatics. Look at Mamodu Yakubu, a professor. And you see, these politicians, they will do what they are doing with their open eyes. They'll be looking at you. They'll be committing atrocities, criminality. They'll be involved in corruption. But still, they'll be looking at you. What can you do? What will you do? They'll just be... So, Tinubu, the way you want to cripple these people, my brother, it is unprecedented. And again, the state police, see, the people I pity for is not Nigeria. I pity for them. Tinubu is teaching them real politics. Tinubu is telling everybody that I'm one of the best politicians in Nigeria. And he has confirmed it. He has paid his dues. I'm even shocked and surprised at the way Tinubu is the way Tinubu is like surprising everybody. I'm even shocked myself. I will admit to that. Politically, I'm shocked and surprised that even all these people that call themselves erudite, say na name, we just get mouth for Nigeria. We know people that know they even talk too much. Now them they show. I notice it. You see a Tinubu sit down quiet, look at everybody. Just look at you. But what that man is controlling, what that man is calculating, people that are making out like Dino Melai, all of them, bra bra bra, Oshomole, bra bra bra, they no reach wetin that man they run. No. I'm telling you. In fact, maybe in the next 50 years, Tinubu may be one of the greatest politicians that ever lived in Nigeria. I'm telling you the gospel truth. Because politics, I like politics. I'm a people that know me know that these guys, they know I'm a natural politician. Yes. When I see a politician, I know that this person is a politician. I know. You being a politician does not necessarily mean that you will be corrupt or whatever it is. It is you knowing how to manage situations at every single point in time. Manage them to your own favor. In church, there's politics. In mosque, there's politics. Amongst the traditional rulers, there's politics. Everywhere you go, in your family, there's politics. So what is now bad with politics? So the kind of politics you play in Nigeria today, Tinubu is number one. I can't imagine. We were even having hope like we will have an opposition in the obedient movement, in the Atiku movement, or whatever. This will come and make sense. But yet, Tinubu, they flood them left, right, center. The one where they made me happy self, now the Fulani people. After their encounter with Tinubu, they go see Tinubu tomorrow. They go remember Tinubu that they will shake their head. If Fulani can survive Tinubu 2027, if they survive, let me know what happened. Because Tinubu has a CISO. You know, one thing I noticed about old men is that old people, they don't change. And that their nature, they now become so conk in that their nature. If an old man is crafty, he can never change. He will become more craftier and more, I don't know how to put it, gnarl in that his crafty nature. Tinubu, even though he has 5 years to live, that man no send. What you want do. He wants to capture the whole Nigeria, let him become the boss. Now you go in. And he's doing that. In your democracy, he's doing that. And you're looking at the reality is facing us like this, left, right, center. We are seeing it. We cannot even say this is the APC. We are seeing it. Now the opposition has turned to people that are complainants. Complaining what? What is the way out? Let's have a roadmap on the opposition. What is the way out? You see, the problem that P2B has is that, number one, he doesn't know the political party that he's going to, like, he doesn't have a base for him to, like, the OBM movement is not a political party. They're just a pressure group. I don't know whether they're registered. But yet, if he actually had a platform, because anyhow, last, you go meet ADC for Atiku. Now the only place now is left for him. Because the Labour Party, Tinubu did here. PDP, Tinubu did here. Whether you like it or not. Can't you imagine, for those that have underrated Tinubu over the years, can't you imagine a Tinubu destabilizing one of the biggest political parties in Africa within how many months? Now months, so not be years. Although there was actually a problem existed already in the PDP, in the person of Atiku, Wike and others, Tamwal and others. Tinubu had to use that opportunity to scatter the whole party left, right, center. He made sure he crippled them with taking over Akwa Ibom, taking over Delta State, taking over River State, crippled them. That forced an Atiku to leave the PDP, ran for his life, and went to form his own kingdom in the ADC. So are you people not really looking at, like, you cannot keep silent and Nigerians don't know where to head? That's why you see the APC are the ones on social media. They are here and there saying one or two things, like they are attacking you. If you are speaking against Tinubu now, they will attack you. If you are not really me, my own person is that I'm here to tell you the fact, the things that will go on. If I want to really criticize the APC government, I understand all those their mental gymnastics. That one is not for me. I understand where to get them. But I'm not ready for that conversation yet. I'm talking about restructuring Nigeria. But it pains me that the opposition, I don't know. So if Tinubu if Tinubu win next year, The opposition will come tell us, say, we want to take over. Which power? If Tinubu win next year, let Tinubu be the person that choose the person that is going to enter power. Because you are not showing workings. It shows that this man has overpowered you. He has been able to cripple all of you people because of your selfish ambition. The same selfish ambition, selfishness, where they scatter on now, where make them not come together. Now the same selfishness he go use against now 2031. The APC is now becoming the most organized political party within 2 years. Don't you see it? It's not by making mouth. It's not the mouth. We know they hear of Erufai again. Atiku now once they speak. P2P is complaining. Complaining is not the issue. The issue is like, these are the problems. These are the solutions that we have in place. This is where the government is getting it wrong. This is our own economic plan. This is how we will make it function. Let your experts defend that economic plan, because that's what APC will do. Anytime you present a solution, APC already have people that they have already lined up that will pick holes in your whatever you are doing and tell you this is not how it is. This is not how it is. Those ones are not in government. I don't know how some people volunteer, or maybe people are paid. They are activated to do all these things. Maybe that might be the case. I don't know how all these things works, but it's so unfortunate. But as it stands, this year, like I said, two most important things that will happen is the Inec chairman and also the policing, state policing. For those that we want to benefit, see, this is not a good time for becoming an opposition. This is not a good time at all. This is not a good time to become an opposition. This one that Tinubu don't take over. He has already replicated more than Lagos in Nigerian political. Now I know, see, all these politicians, they don't get level, they don't get mouth. They're just there. They're just making mouth left, right, center. As it is, even let Tinubu continue. Let him continue. I hope he doesn't, well, whatever it is, see, may God help Nigerians.